Hey guys, just checking in. Hope all is well. I just wanted to talk about financial literacy. That's something that we're not taught about. We're not taught about money, how to understand money, how money works. We're not even taught about entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're taught to go to school, get an education, and get a job working for somebody else. And we've all seen how much this world has changed in the last 20 years, especially when it comes to technology. So, with that being said, you guys, just trying to be proactive when it comes to um, generational wealth. You know what I mean? Making plans to have multiple sources of income, different cash flow coming in, because you never know how things are going to go. And I only say that because, looking back on when I first graduated nursing school, coming out making, 20 some dollars an hour, and you're like, out of nursing school, at that time, it's like, dang, I'm making good money. Like, you super excited. But now, 20 some dollars an hour as a nurse is minimum wage in the nursing profession. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you how much things have changed, how more expensive things are, and we can't we can't predict the future when it comes to what it's going to look like, right? But we can predict the future on far as the choices and decisions we make financially to make sure that um, we're not blindsided by what's to come. So I encourage you guys to just start thinking about what you like to do, what you love to do, and you know, start building a business, something you enjoy doing, something you love doing. None of this is easy, and none of this is going to happen overnight. But we got to stop depending on these jobs, y'all. We gotta have our own income, multiple sources of income just coming in. So God forbid, whatever happens, they shutting stuff down, whatever, you still making your money. You know what I'm saying? And that was a prime example during COVID. I think, um, bro, I know for sure the healthcare workers, we are somewhat traumatized from that. You know what I mean? Seeing death on a regular basis like that, seeing people completely healthy one minute and um, progress so quickly, you know, just declining in their health. They here talking to you one minute, next thing you know, they on 2 liters, then they on this much oxygen, then they intubated, then they, it's just been like, it's been really hard to see. That pandemic has definitely traumatized healthcare workers for sure, but I know people who have lost their families during this time has not been easy as well. Not being able to be there to hold their hand and say your goodbyes. They had the little video where you can like FaceTime them during this time and stuff like that. But just looking back on that, man, like it was very traumatizing. Very traumatizing. Yeah, we made the most money that we've ever made in our whole, healthcare career. But at the end of the day, look at what you know, had to lose in the process. So many people, even if it haven't affect you directly, just seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Um, so just looking at how everything has changed, man. Remember how it was like when the market was like people were buying up homes that were like overbidding 20, 30,000 over the asking price and this that and like it was a crazy time, man. It was a crazy time, and now things things are different, so in the healthcare field, making that type of money and then going back to making what you were making prior to the pandemic, it just make you look at things differently. Now, me personally, like, I didn't just blow, money and just do all this crazy stuff, but you got a lot of people who was making that type of money every month and buying Gucci bags and Louis bags and all this materialistic type stuff. And then you look back, it's like, what do you have to show for those 2 to 3 years that we were making that type of money? Like, what do you have to show for it? And most of us don't have much to show for it, because during that time, if you really think about it, they could have started a business, they could have bought some properties, they could have grouped up together like, hey, let's buy this block of homes, let's buy this. Like, it was so many. That was during the time that was a good opportunity for us to, and I'm only speaking for the healthcare worker aspect, because I know a lot of people, depending on what your job description is, sometimes I think during that time some businesses were closed down. But it just goes to show you how, when you're so dependent on a job, if they close down at any time, what do you have to fall back on? If you don't have no other income coming in, then you're relying on the government assistance, which the government is corrupt. So we got to open our eyes, people, and just realize, like, in order for us to move forward, in order for us to grow and evolve financially, where we have these black banks and these black schools and these black grocery stores, in order to have these type of things, we have to come together, especially when it comes to the business aspect of it. You know what I mean? But in order for you to work in business, you have to be able to coincide and coexist in this world together. You know what I mean? Not hating on one another if somebody's doing better than you. If I see somebody that's doing good, I didn't compliment several people, but if I see somebody that's doing good and that's possibly in an area that I can see myself pursuing, I'm going to say, hey, when can we meet? Can we meet up so we can talk about this, that, and the other? I got some questions, this, that, and the other. And look at them as a mentor. Look at them as a guide, you know what I mean? See if they could take you under their wing, and teach you the ropes, you know what I mean? Ask the right type of questions. If they see that you're interested, a person with a good heart, and they're gonna give you the information that you need for you to be successful, right? It's very rare that I've run into people that's doing better than me and that's withholding information. Usually it's the people that's not doing as well as you are, that's like, and I could be wrong. I'm just speaking from my experience. You know what I mean? Most people who's doing better than I am, that I've run into and asked questions about, they have always been open to give me whatever information that I ask for. So we just have to change our mindset, people. And I stress on this a lot, because just being, we only do what we know. Y'all gonna hear me saying that a lot. We only do what we know. And in order for us to do better as a people, y'all, we have to change. We have to change, man. We have to change. Just working in the field that I'm working on, and you see so many people that's like, don't want to call out, even if they sick. They scared to call out because they're afraid of getting written up and losing their job. I don't never want to be like a prisoner to a job like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sick, I'm not coming into work, period, point blank. Like, that's the whole point of you having PTO and sick calls. But it's a lot of people who are really just, y'all, we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. But I'm going to always encourage y'all, uplift y'all, keep that positive energy, keep them positive vibes. Whatever you do to keep yourself sane, whether it's prayer, meditation, whatever that looks like, do what you got to do. Stay focused, y'all. I'm here for questions, suggestions, podcast launching in January, book coming out next year. Love y'all. Take care.